Hello, in this video I will demonstrate the schematic design flow and verification using Cadence Virtuoso tool. Let us start the designing. To invoke the Cadence, type the command Virtuoso end. Click enter. The tool is invoked. This window is called command interface window. From this window, the library and cell views are created or you can invoke them. To create a new library, go to the file, new, click on library. Give the library name. Right now I am giving tutorial as the library name. Click on attach to an existing library. Click OK. From the existing technology library, I have GPDK 90 nanometer. Select this file. Click OK. See the log window. It says that design library tutorial successfully attached to technology library GPDK 90. You can just minimize it. After that, go to the file again. Go to new. This time, create a cell view for design. Give the design name. I want to create an inverter. Give the inverter name. See that the type is schematic and open with schematic L. Click OK. It opens the Virtuoso schematic editor, which is called L editing, with the library tutorial and inverter with the design name, and the mode is schematic mode. This is where you place the schematic components to verify the designing. To place the components, either you can go to create and select this option instance I, or select this. Click on this create instance to place the components for inverter logic. Click on browse. From this library browser, add the instances. So select the GPDK 90 file. From here, from the cell view, select the NMOS 1V, which stands for 1 volt, with 4 terminals. Close it. You can see the default parameters, that is the length of NMOS and width along with the finger width. You can name if you want here. Click OK or hide. So select it, browse, GPDK 90, 1 volt, click on symbol so that it is available in the workspace. Close it, hide. This is the, if you want to see that full view, hit F. Similarly, place a PMOS, go to the create instance, browse. This time you select the PMOS, PMOS 1 volt. Select the symbol so that it appears here, else it shows empty. Place the PMOS, use F. Connect this by using the wires. Use the create narrow wire, or you can use the wide wire also. Right now I am using the create narrow wire, or you can use the shortcut key W, so that the cursor changes to wire mode. Connect these gate to gate, drain to drain. the bulk is connected to the source, and the body or the bulk is connected to the source. Place the pins for input. I'll call this V in. One more pin for the output. Set the direction to output. Call it as V out. Place the components, and similarly you try to place the pins for, or I'll use the bidirectional in and out for VDD and ground. Simultaneously you can specify by using the space in between. Click on hide, place the components here, that is the two pins, connect them by using the wires. So just connect it, connect it, connect this one as input and this one with the ground. Use F or for fitting. After the design is completed, click on check and save to find the errors. Right now there are no errors. Just I will do or remove this. I'll try to check for the errors. Click on check and save. It shows that there are 3 warnings found. It is highlighting this. You can see this. Or if you want to see them, you can go to the check, find marker G, or use the shortcut key as G. Hit the G key. So it shows that there are 3 errors or floating errors are there, that these lines are not connected. You connect them by using this. So once this is connected, you can check it. So since there are no errors, the design is completed. But if I want to move this schematic somewhere, it becomes problem. So this is not the actual view of a schematic. So I'll try to convert it in the form of a gate. To convert this into the gate form, go to the create cell view from cell view. Right now the cell name is inverter, mode is schematic, and you are going to change it to symbol view. So click OK. So it asks for the pin specification. V in, I want to keep the V in on the left side, V out on the right side, top pin is VDD and ground pin is at the bottom. So just copy and paste it. Click on OK. It creates the symbol. So this is not the actual view of the symbol or actual symbol of the inverter. Just what I will do is I'll remove this selection box and this, and if you want you can remove this by using the delete button. So select this, use capital R rotation, R for the rotation. Just move aside, move them. This one use R, hit R key for rotation. Here you can create the or use the artwork. You can go to the create, use the shapes, and these are the shapes available. Right now I'll use this here. They are same. Create line, make the symbol of inverter. So you want to complement it. So use the circle, create circle. After creation, you can just move it. Connect this or let me increase the size of this. Increase the size so that it looks like a inverter. Adjust these pins and this ground pin also. Bring this instance and rename this by double clicking on it, or use Q for editing the properties. Here you can change the design name. Click OK. So you can move this. Use F key for fit or full view. So once the design is completed, you can have the selection box around it. So selection box, go to the create, click on selection box, click automatic, so it is surrounding. So what is the use of selection box is whenever you want to place any components, if any components overlaps this area, within this area, it will lead to error. So you should not place the components within this premises. You can place outside of it. Click check and save. Close the design. The created schematic has to be simulated. For that, go to the file, new. This time select the or rename the cell with inverter underscore sim or test bench. You can call it as TB or test bench. You can write test, or right now I am using it for simulation, so I am writing it as sim, and you are creating the view as schematic only. Click OK. So it opens one more window. This is where you need to bring the designed components. So to bring the designed components, go to the create instance, browse. This time, instead of selecting the GPDK 90, select the tutorial and select the inverter symbol. This is the design, but you want to select this inverter symbol. Click close. So this is the inverter what is designed. So this inverter design has to be simulated. Before we perform the simulation, let us check what is present in this particular symbol. So to move into it or to view the inner circuit, select this symbol and use Shift E to view the inner content. So this is the inner schematic which was created. To come out of it, use Control E. So this symbol can be moved anywhere easily instead of using the entire circuit. So that is the advantage of a particular symbol. To simulate this or to verify this, you need to place the VDD and the input has to be placed along with the ground. For that, again go to the create instance, browse. This time select the analog library. Here you have multiple components like pulse sources, ports, everything will be placed. Right now I want VDC, which is a DC voltage. I want one DC voltage and one input. For input, I am using the pulse. So I am going to select the V pulse. I'll use the pulse, close, keep the pulse here. Connect the gates with the ground. For that, select the create instance, type GND. For the ground, connect this. This also requires one more, or let me place here, move this, and similarly you can bring the VDD symbol also. Use VDD over it. so that you can connect directly. Use F for fit window. Try to connect them by using the narrow wire. So connect this to this. This is generally you can connect directly to this, but instead of that I am using this VDD symbol. These are equivalent. If I don't place this, this is not working. You have to define in another way. So right now I am using this method. So connect this input with the pulse, connect it, connect this. Now these are all connected. Now place the pins for input and output. Click on create pin, set the mode with input and name it to Vin. This is what I want at the input side. In the similar manner, click on create pin. This time select the mode to output and write the or define it as Vout. So try to connect these by using the narrow wires, else it will display the net labels in the output form. So this is the design. Everything is completed. But before that, you need to define the DC potential operating voltage. To set that, select this and hit Q. Define the DC voltage. For this particular 90 nanometer, I am using the DC voltage of 1 or 1.2. You can use it. So the DC voltage is 1 volt. Similarly, define the pulse. Select this and hit Q. So define the pulse voltage. I want to have a voltage 1 to be 1 volt and this is 0. Period of the pulse is 20 nano and I want to have a rise time of 50 pico. Copy this and fall time also 50 picoseconds. Pulse width to be of 10 nanoseconds. So this is the pulse. Click OK. Now the pulse is defined. We have defined the pulse and we have defined the VDC or VDD for this. So check and save the design. Every time you have to perform the check and save, because if any modifications are there, you need to perform the check and save. To simulate this, go to the launch, select the ADEL. So it opens the Virtuoso analog design environment. So this is where all the controls of the simulations will be done. To perform the analysis, either you can click on analysis and choose from here, or you can choose from this option, or you can also right click here and you can click edit in this work area here. Right click, edit. From the analysis, choose the transient. I want to simulate it for 100 nano. Click on moderate, apply. You can see that one analysis is loaded. You can perform multiple analysis. Right now I am performing the transient and DC analysis at a time. Click on DC. Click on save DC operating point. Select the component parameter. Click on select the component which you want to perform the sweep. Click on select component. So this is the input parameter which you want to sweep. So select this or click on it, then select the VDC voltage. Click OK. It opens the analysis as V1 because this is the voltage V1 here. V1 with V1 is the component. I want to define, just 1 second. I want to perform the analysis, or I want to start the analysis starting from 0 to a maximum of 1 automatically, or you can select the linear, logarithmic or automatic. Right now the mode is selected as automatically. I want to sweep the DC from 0 to maximum of 1 volt. Click apply. OK. It loads the, you can see that there are two analyses, one is tran and DC. Now if you want to simulate, you need to plot the outputs. To plot the outputs, you can select outputs, click on setup. Else, you can go from here, select this, setup outputs, or right click here, click on edit. Select from the schematic. The blue wires will plot the voltage and the nodes will print the current. The wires will plot the or print the voltage and the nodes will give you the current that is flowing. So right now I want to plot the V in as voltage and V out as the voltage and also the current. So select these wires. So you can see here V in is selected, V out is also selected, and I want to plot the current that is drawn by this particular VDD. Select this particular node. See that the outputs are selected, that is V in, V out and I naught, that is the current drawn. Click OK. So once all simulations are loaded and transient and DC analysis are selected, ready for simulation. To perform the simulation, you can use this play button, netlist and run. Click on it. It has started the simulation. So the simulator has started. It started with the input. Just 1 minute. The error was I have defined the rise time to be a ground. So I have corrected it and defined it properly. Now click on netlist and run. So it has started the simulation and these are the results. You can split them, right click and split current strip traces. So it is separating. So if you want to increase the thickness, you can select a particular curve and you can increase the width of this. Click the medium or thick depending on the usage. Select all this and increase the width to thick. This one also. So this is the transient analysis result. So for low value, I'm having the high, and for high value it is having a value as 0. So if you want to change the graph properties, right click here, click on graph properties, click on black and select the white background, click OK. Similarly, you can perform the same operation with this. Select the graph properties, click on select the white, click OK. So if you want, you can increase the right click, trace width to thick. So this is the result of a inverter. And if you want to delete this, you can directly delete it. And if you see that for linear increasing, your output is falling down towards the 0. So this is the maximum current switching that is drawn from the VDD supply. So if you want to measure any values from the transient analysis, what you can do is just I'll delete this. Let me delete this curve. Okay. So you can use for this is rising. For rising, you select the mid value and you hit the M button in the keyboard and you select this at the mid value and hit the D value. So it will give you the distance or delay between these two lines. You can perform it for the falling also. So in this manner, you can perform this is for the falling edge. Select this mid value, hit M keyboard or use the M key. Here also you can select the D. So that will give you the delta value, the difference between these two lines. Select the line, use D. Or first select this and use the at this point use D. So you can calculate them, you can move them, and you can find the values of it. You can estimate the values. So this is the switching current that is drawn during the transient analysis. So in this way, you can perform the design of inverter circuit and you can verify the results. Thank you.